This topic is one that's deeply personal to me and transformational. You see, growing up, I was never really thought about emotions, not how to express them, understand them, or even talk about them. I thought suppressing emotions meant being strong and mature. But when I started my journey as a soft skills trainer and came across the topic of emotional intelligence, it literally flipped everything I knew. Now, this isn't just a nice to have skill, it's a life changing one to learn about emotions. And no, we don't need to dive very deep into this topic, but even just awareness of your emotions in your everyday life can make a huge impact on your personal development. So, in this video, I want to share with you 5 subtle signs that show you may not be as emotionally aware as you think you are. So, now first, let's look at why emotional awareness really matters. Before we get into the science, let me quickly explain to you what emotional awareness really means. Now, it's basically the ability for you to recognize, understand, and name your emotions as they happen in your life. So, it's something like, what helps you pause instead of react. It lets you communicate clearly in your relationships, whether it's at work or personally. It's what makes you feel confident, not just on the outside, but from within, that you know what's happening within you. As women, we are often taught to be agreeable, to keep peace, to avoid being too much. But emotional awareness gives us back our voice without having to feel guilty or shame or fear in any form. Now, let's look at what are the 5 signs that show that you're not as emotionally aware as you think you are. Now, a lot of times we tend to say, you're fine when you're actually overwhelmed. And this used to be my default response. I'm fine to everyone. Yes, there are certain places where you don't discuss your deepest feelings, but around your closest ones, and when necessary, you do have to let people know that you're not doing okay. Now, a lot of times it could be because you don't have the words or permission to say that I am tired and I need space today. Second sign that you should be watching out for is you feel things deeply but can't name them. Now, there have been days for you where you felt irritated for no reason, suddenly burst into tears, but you really don't know why. And that basically is a lack of emotional awareness and a lack of emotional vocabulary. You feel, but you don't know what you feel. So you can't really label your emotions. Now, the third thing you should be looking out for is you're avoiding difficult conversations, even if it hurts you. You literally fear rocking the boat, and that's the reason you never disagree with anyone or at any point of time. You stay quiet to keep things smooth, but your needs are silently going unmet. Eventually, that's just called emotional suppression and not maturity. The fourth sign that you should be looking out for is you judge yourself for having bad emotions like anger or jealousy. Now, let me make this very clear. All your emotions are valid. They are literally like, the red light at the traffic signal. Doesn't mean the red light is bad. It's basically telling you to stop. And that's how your emotions are. We never say that emotions are good or bad. We say they are positive or negative. So, emotionally aware women know that these feelings are indicators and not your flaws. So, the next time you're feeling angry or jealous, don't feel bad about it. Think over it and reflect, why are you having this feeling? Fifth one is that you struggle to set boundaries because you're unsure of what you need, and this brings summarizes everything. Because you don't know what your emotional awareness or your emotions are, you cannot notice the discomfort and you cannot speak up before it turns into resentment. So it all comes out as frustration rather than having an assertive communication. So all these things about your emotional awareness and being assertive communicator are related. So, what I would suggest at this point, if you see any of these signs in yourself and would like to level up, then I have a pre recorded course. You can comment below to know more about it. Now, when I finally learned about emotions as a skill, I realized that I had so much of unlearning to do as well. So, not only are you learning something new, but you're also letting go of the old thought processes or maybe some myths that you have in mind. You have to let go of the belief that emotions make you weak or you do not appear as a mature person. You have to learn to sit with discomfort and to trust that expressing your feelings will make you more human and more acceptable in your conversations. Now, this shift has completely changed how I show up as a mother, wife, trainer, and a woman. Now, if you've been nodding along, wondering why no one taught us this before, you're not alone, and it's never too late to learn about emotions. So let's stop reacting, start responding with grace, clarity, and confidence.